Hello and welcome once again to Let's Play Steambot Chronicles. We're here at Dr. Nutmeg's laboratory or workshop, I'm not sure. We're low on fuel and health, so let's go see what Mr. Dr. Nutmeg can do for us today. He'll give us a free fuel and a free repair, which is very nice of him. He also offers a new frame. We're going to want to go with the stage arm for now. I'll go over its benefits later. The cuckoo clock grill is, well, I'm not sure what the point of that is, actually. We'll have a chance to acquire it later, though. To equip that stage arm, instead of our normal arm, the stage arm acts as a shield and has a few special properties that allow it to boost your earnings from busking. Unfortunately, also brings us over the weight limit for our current legs. And this roll bar is too light to bring us under it again, so we're going to have to get rid of the grill. An interesting thing we'll see in a moment is that while Dr. Nutmeg has repaired our vehicle, one thing he hasn't done is actually repair our cannon arm. We saw last time he was not really up with the idea of his invention, the Trotmobile, being used for violence. I think that's a nice little touch. He'll send you out with a broken cannon arm. Farm, nice view here. You can see Willie, or is it Otto, climbing up in his flat flyer. Fortunately for him, Trotmobiles can fly already. Now, I've been going through fuel like a nobody's business thanks to using all my boost all of the time. If you watch closely enough, you can actually see my fuel gauge decrease every time I use it. The most efficient method of getting around in terms of cost, but god damn it if I don't love jumping and boosting. So there's an awful lot of walking between places in this game. Do my best to cut out the most egregious examples, but for the moment, we're going to have another look at Wagtail Canyon. For speediness sake, we're going to just follow the rails here and ignore any and all illegal fossil hunters that might have respawned. I'm sure that was nothing. Let's carry on. So again, that bend really doesn't look very safe to me. See what's going down here, shall we? They must have seen me coming. Presumably they were the illegal fossil hunters. Trotmobiles. Oh!
Something's coming this way! What the?
This is our second boss of the game. Like the Don Elephant before it. The Millimotive. Has lots of raising and lowering platforms. Destroying each turret on top of the platforms also takes out the platform it's on. You want to destroy all of them. Jumping between them is made difficult by the fact that the game controls like bottom Also those spinning fan blades. You may notice there's an awful lot of new fences up in the area around here. Stop us from merely continuing on to a Nephroburg. So I believe, or I suspect this boss fight is the reason why that bridge is broken so earlier. It makes sense if this thing comes through that bridge will be broken. And obviously, maybe they put a bridge in and realised they were going to have a boss fight that would go straight through it, so they made it into a broken bridge. Maybe it was going to be a full bridge and then they come through and break it. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Maybe they just put a bridge in there to make it obvious that you can jump that distance. Notice I haven't actually taken any damage at all despite being hit by a load of missiles thanks to the stage arm's shielding property. Oh, I made that look easy. This boss actually is fairly tricky if you don't stand on it right. Shooting it from a distance with the cannon arm doesn't really work very well. Here I attempt to finish it in style with a rock. I should have just thrown it. I try and swing it and eventually just break it. So I say screw that and just jump boost my way to victory. Anyway, first time I played that game, this game in fact, what other game I would be talking about, I ended up with probably about 5 HP or something. I don't know how much HP is worth in this game. It was a very, very small amount anyway. What does bug me about this game is that if the picked up money chime is still going, it doesn't start again when you pick up a new bit of money. So it can be unclear whether you actually got all the money or not. Let's cross this broken bridge. Talk to this guy. Can't talk to him through a fence, let's talk to him here instead. I'm planning on talking to this guy as well, but there, I can't do it. Now that massive drill mech came from over here, so let's see what's going on up here.
Hey, everyone, get over here!
This is where that large area of red rock was.
It's huge! It's incredible! What a discovery! We finally found it. This is the fossiliferous stratum we've been looking for.
Oh good.
You deserve all the credit.
Okay then.
Everyone listen up. This stratum belongs to him. We need to continue our search for other stratums. This excavation's in your hands. I bet you unearthed something huge. We're all looking forward to it. Okay, everyone, back to work.
Okay, defeat giant robot platform thing. Get unlimited access to valuable fossil stratum. Strata. This particular fossil point produces big fossils, which you can carry one at a time with a large flatbed. They are automatically sold no matter what you find, and give you the most money. Once again, there are only a limited number of fossils to actually mine. Sorry for a bit of a weird cut there, I had to pause the game there for certain reasons. Boring reasons, I will not go into detail now. Let's head in. Already got much to do now. Let's trade in these fossils, see how much we get for them. Maybe we can find somewhere to stay. And I can't imagine anything exciting has happened as we've been away. And we haven't even been away for a day. Was it evening now? We left in... Oh, God.
Hold it right there. The killer elephants control Nephroburg now. Auto and trotmobiles are strictly prohibited for civvies. We're gonna have to confiscate your ride. Don't worry, we'll trick it out like ours and ride it.
Please don't do that.
Take him away.
Yeah, it seems like the town has in fact been conquered by the killer elephants while we're away.
As long as you listen, you won't be harmed. But don't get any funny ideas. We will enforce the rules.
This is what happens when I leave town
Hey, kid.
for half a
Are
day.
you okay? It's me. Remember?
How could I forget Belmondo?
You're the museum curator.
So, you remember me. I've been worried about you. Where did you go?
I was at the Vision Ranch with Dr. Nutmeg.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, you weren't in town when it happened?
Who's this, Belmondo?
Be a single line of defense the whole town has
This
had.
is the young man who defeated the elephants during the concert.
Ah, I thought he looked familiar.
This attack was a whole different story. Earlier this afternoon, the killer elephants overran our city! We tried fighting back, but there were just too many of them. Oh, what's going to happen to us now?
God is watching. We must have faith.
Aha.
You're friends with Connie, aren't you? Do you think you can reach her mother?
I got
She
some
must
pills
be
for her.
terribly worried with all that's going on.
I should probably go do that. First, we've never actually been to the church before. It's very easy to miss. Doesn't exactly look like a church from the outside. Belmondo is still available for appraisement. Unfortunately, he's not the guy we have to see about fossils though. Oh, look, it's Pablo, the poor artist. We want to buy all of his paintings whenever we see him. Pablo has a side quest, you may have guessed. Quite a long and involved one, that one. Not as long and involved as this guy's though. That guy that we told would totally be a millionaire. You keep that positive attitude, man, yes. There's quite a lot of killer elephants around. Everybody's turned to religion in hopes for salvation. Not sure why the millionaire didn't just bust those 3 trotmobiles that came up to him. They are, of course, only killer elephants. There weren't even all the wild roosters, there was 2 roosters and a wild rooster. Pipe organs sure are cool. This is a unique instrument in the game. We don't get to play a song, we just get to play, well, don't get to play a song that we've heard before. Some lovely, churchy organ music. And I'm still not very good at this. I'm absolutely dreading the actual enforced music sections in this game. I'm gonna have to actually practice for them. There we go, mercifully short. And Vinland's just gonna wiggle his head around in time to the music in his head. That's a step up from our last tip, but still not earth-shattering. Not allowed out this way. Can't remember what's actually back there. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. Aha. Let's leave that weirdo alone. Head outside. The only things walking around in town now are the killer elephants trotmobiles. Well, a nice thing to note is the town is even more damaged now, but also has a whole load of scaffolding up. You see the tower on the station is completely gone, but they put up some scaffolding, so they're gonna fix that. So they're not gonna do that while the killer elephants are in charge of the town, and come on, I can totally take them. I've noticed the red killer elephant members, I believe the elite ones, they get to drive the wild roosters, have completely ridiculous goggle things on. You see, we've still got our fossils strapped here. So despite not having access to our trotmobile, we can still get them appraised and cleaned up. I didn't actually look at his tutorial beforehand, but it actually costs money to get your fossils cleaned. I believe large fossils cost more. Again, all three appraised is going to cost us 150 And we've got a giant dung fossil. Aha. And the stone axe. I note the sound of working here, despite the fact that that is an unmanned construction trotmobile that's doing nothing. Work must be going on inside the ruined building. Or whatever. Let's have a look around town while we've got a chance. See what the killer elephants are doing. They've taken over the town? For what reason? And who can possibly stop them? It's a good thing the train lines were very badly damaged by their previous attack, otherwise trains would be coming here and being blown up by all their trotmobiles apparently. Really sure what their motive is here. Maybe they're actually going to take their little train platforms with their trotmobiles on and try and invade Happy Garland next. Who knows? I wonder they're not going to finish that Vision Ranch extension on time. Okay, over here is a location I neglected to visit last time. So we're going to have a look at that now. Let's try to yet another side quest. First of all, let's see what this traffic officer thinks of the current situation. He is, of course, fairly ignorant of it. Right in here, we have the Nefroberg Theatre. A cinema theatre, rather than, you know, music hall. Another sort of 1920s technology. With talkies. They've got some interesting films on, including R-Type Final. Not sure what this one is. Got all Japanese posters for various IRM games. I'm not sure what this one is. That might be something original, I don't know. This one, definitely one of those day of disaster, crisis time, whatever. You know, those games that generally get cancelled after there's a horrible hurricane or earthquake. We have an advertisement for an actual film. Pink. A pink film. A lovely poster of the Nephro Theatre. And you might recognise this one here. In fact, the Japanese box art on the right there. Not sure what the picture on the left is, but what is obviously some sort of promotional image for the game. It also features a Trotmobile brandishing a lamppost. And its description directly references the Japanese name of this game, in fact. So the theatre owner desperately needs some film reels. With no films to show, he's just sort of employing people to stand around not selling anything. Got a projectionist over here who's got an idea. Only Dino of the Nephroburg Arena would have a film for us to acquire, which would definitely help them out. Having anything to show at all would be better than nothing. Unfortunately, we can't go and see Dino because the arena is blocked off. Apparently Bomber Boy is a disastrous foe to these people. Anyway, there's quite a lot of interesting things going on in town at the moment. Well, I say interesting, but we want to head back to the church primarily. We spent 150 on getting our fossils cleaned up. Let's see if the contents of these fossils are actually worth anything. Really? Whoa! And that's more money than we've had in the game so far. The way this menu seems to work is it orders them by value. So unfortunately the bronze sword and stone axe aren't worth quite as much, but that's a decent chunk of change right there. See, this is a very, very, very good way of getting money early on. We're going to stop bothering McD because we can do this instead. Look at our money total now. 1,881 That also includes all the we picked up from defeating the whatever the hell that boss thing was. We are rolling in it. Think of all the wonderful parts we can buy for our Trotmobile. You know, that Trotmobile we're not actually allowed in at the moment. That one that's probably going to be stripped for parts and made into ridiculous rooster robot. Let's not think about that. Let's look at these. Yeah. You don't say. Cocoa vendor is still willing to sell us hot cocoa. Still a very cheap way of increasing our stomach status. Very nice. Jax is all business despite the current invasion. Tells us all about the bar and how we can go to the James Inn if we want a room because this hotel still doesn't have a top floor. There are quite a number of the killer elephants appear to be perverts for some reason. Probably the same reason that they're all identical. The earnest employee still sending people to the James Inn. And this drunk guy gives no fucks. Nothing has really changed here at the Aphrodite bar, except that all of the patrons have been replaced with killer elephants. The barman is making a killing here. McDee's available. We beat him earlier, so no more pool for now. Said our time will be better spent actually mining fossils for very much more money than McD will give us. Synchronized waving. Very synchronized waving. Aha. Yeah, that was a thing that happened. Now about that. I wonder if Dr. Nutmeg lived in town, would this invasion have been successful? I'm willing to bet no it wouldn't. I like how they abruptly sit down when you actually talk to them. Quite nice. Oh, I haven't actually mentioned it before, but each and every one of these killer elephants has their own picture in the album. They've all got unique names, and also there's a table that the camera rests on. So we want a full album, we've got to talk to all of them. I didn't bother with the two in the corner because they're the same two that were there previously. One of which I got some forms from. Can't imagine having much use of those forms these days. And let's head into South Nephroburg. Previously I said the town was split into south and north, but I was wrong, it's split into south, north and Station Square. So the police and fire brigade have been incredibly useful during this invasion. Not one of them is damaged or moved, in fact. Why would I ever want to join the killer elephants? And I found selecting the correct option to end the question session. See, not a scratch on them, they didn't even move. I don't know why they've got a big trot in front of it, defending them. Seems a bit of a waste. Okay, just a reminder, we are on our way to Rosemary's house, that's Connie's mother, but before we go there we've got to check out all the shops for the killer elephants' influence in town. Another weird starey one. And this guy over here wants to buy a dress. So he wants to give it to that lady. I don't know if he's referring to the owner of the shop there, but I'm I'm fairly sure if she wanted that dress, she could probably just take it out of stock. So go see what Charlie thinks of the
Welcome.
invasion. Hello, Charlie. Not much to see in here. Just one killer elephant admiring the produce. Wrong way. Connie's house is just around the corner here. First of all, let's have a look in the garage. It's interesting glitch here. That's not really supposed to happen now, is it? They're not a permanent fixture of the garage, so they don't get faded out when you're not in there. Not sure how they're not equipped for urban warfare already. They've got cannons on them and legs. Already up against much opposition here. I mean, the worst thing they're going to have to fight when I'm not around is that rubbish gladiator from earlier. Let's cut through Miss Echinacea's and ooh, it's interesting. A chest. Haven't been back here before, so let's go and investigate. What's most interesting back here is there is a bonfire. Somebody had camped out here at some point for some reason. Can't imagine what though. And we'll find out later. If you come here at night and talk to Miss Echinacea, she will point out that it's warm enough to sleep outside here. Unfortunately, it is daytime at the moment. Well, evening. So she has a different thing to say.
This is quite a mess, isn't it?
Is a bit. Also, you can
I brought this from Dr. Nutmeg.
choose not to give her the medicine. No point of not giving it to her though,
Oh, I
as
see.
you basically just keep it
Thank
in
you
your
very
inventory
much.
forever.
I'm coming in.
There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Oh, I didn't think you were still in town. Oh, you went to see Dr. Nutmeg. That makes sense. This wasn't exactly the best time to come back. I can't believe those dumb killer elephants. They can't just barge in here and do whatever they want.
We need to be patient. Help will be on the way soon. I'm sure of it.
Things aren't that easy.
What do you mean?
We're all just hostages.
Well, what are we supposed to do then?
We have to talk to their boss. Easier said than done. Their hideout is right behind the Hayabusa carpet mill. Mr. Peregrine looks so kind. To think he's in league with them. It's just dreadful. You be careful too, young man. Understand?
Aha. Well, Miss Echinacea's got an idea of where to go next. But to head to the Hayabusa carpet mill and access the killer elephant's special secret base, which is presumably
Why,
below that
hello.
ladder we couldn't go down before, that Basil in fact was spying up on. And this is the worst thing about this situation, is that we really should have paid more attention to Basil. He knew they were up to something, we should have listened, and now he's in Happy Garland and he can't help us. Anyway, so we want to get our Trotmobile back and simultaneously gain access to their secret headquarters. To do that, we want to fill out our application form and formally join the Killer Elephants. But we should probably save that for the morning. It's been a long day. Also, bus stations simply are non-interactive at the moment. No special text saying the buses have stopped.
Welcome.
Hello. This relaxed member is the guy here, and he's pointing us towards the museum, as so many people in town have been. We'll head over there and get ourselves sorted next time. For now, let's buy ourselves a sausage and go to sleep. Better than last time, I suppose. Bye!